So I'm hoping that the fifth time is a charm. We've signed a contract on a property that both of us absolutely love. This property is one that I saw months ago, and it is really pretty, and it's exactly what I want. If there was a nice little river running beside it, that'd be 100% what I want. Unfortunately, there's not. There's just a stream, and it's a seasonal stream. So at least we got that. However, this property does have a lot of other things going for it. The reason why I passed on this property the first time is because of the price. The price of the property was about $75,000 outside of our budget, and because of that, I called the realtor and I said, how flexible are these people on the property? He said, well, put an offer in and we'll see. Well, that tells me probably not, but I don't know. So I went ahead and just passed on it and said, okay. Well, fast forward now to about 3 weeks ago, I saw that the property had come down to within $25,000 of our budget. So it dropped $50,000 in its first price reduction. So I was like, okay, let's take a look at it. So I contacted the realtor. It was a whole thing about, getting our schedules arranged to where we could go see it. Went and took a look at it, and yes, it's exactly what I was wanting. It's exactly what I need. For one, as you know, I've been looking for a piece of property in a mountainous area that has a flat area that I could actually have a runway on. Well, this one does. In fact, right now, if you just mowed and probably smoothed out the pasture because of the cattle walking on it during rain and all that, making divots, right now there's 2,000 foot you could land on. Well, with a little bit of dirt work, I'll be able to make it a 4,000 foot runway. So with that and everything else, we felt confident in putting an offer in on the property, and we put in an extremely low offer because I figured, well, they could always come up with it, or maybe they'll counter with something close to what I'm offering. Don't know, but let's give it a shot. And I knew that that would be turned down, but I wanted to see what their counter offer was going to be. So I put in a very low offer. It was about, let's see, 85,000 less than what they were asking, and they just come down 50,000. So I really didn't think it was going to go through, and correctly so, it wasn't. The realtor then scared me prior to me, or when I was submitting the offer, by saying, well, I'll submit this offer along with all the rest to the owner. And I'm like, oh great, I'm sure someone outbid me. So the next day when he called me and he said, well, they liked your offer of cash, however, the price was too low, and they are countering with a price that is only $20,000 above that. And my heart skipped a beat. I was like, heck yeah, because I was willing to go, another $50,000 on it, and they just went up 20. So I countered that offer with another 10,000, raising my price 10,000, which was halfway in between, and they came back with, they accept the offer. So we then did up the paperwork, and so it's under contract right now, and we've got the title search going on, and the lawyers are doing whatever they do, and it's a quick closing. We actually close in 10 days. So today is October 2nd, and we're closing on October 12th of 2023, in case you're seeing this video, years later. So we're both really excited about it. This property is probably the one property that my wife's actually been pretty excited about. She can see the potential. She can see what's there. Now, so anyways, we're excited about the close. As you can tell, I'm almost shaking because being excited about it, because it is such a wonderful property. There are some drawbacks to the property. The two drawbacks right now that are going to be very costly is, one is the driveway. The driveway's just shy of a mile long. It's 0.8 mile, long, so 3,900, something like that. And it's too steep. When you first start up it's a 15% grade, which that means we can't have a campground up there. So we're thinking that what we're probably going to end up doing is some little cabins, do Airbnb cabins. I've already contacted someone, and the realtor seems to think that it can be fixed with like $10,000. And when I contacted someone, he said, you're talking at least $40,000 to get it regraded and, you know, rock on it and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm like, okay, well, I still saved $50,000 on the price that I was willing to pay. So, okay. So that's got to be taken care of. The second thing is getting power up there. And I have no earthly idea what that's going to cost. I could go off grid, and I may have to. You know, as things progress, I'll be able to let you know more about what's going on with that. But right now, the power's going to have to go across somebody else's property, which means a right-of-way. There's probably going to be costs involved with that. And then there's nothing but trees the whole way. And we're talking half a mile, 2,000 feet that this power line has to come minimum, depending on where we decide to put the hangar house. So that's going to affect it as well. Now, some of this, maybe I can do some of the work, and I'm hoping that I can, like clearing the right-of-way for the power poles to go in. I'm sure if I did that, that would save a lot of money. And if they're willing to mark out that area and bring in the power poles, I'll clear the area, no problem. In fact, I could probably contact a forestry company to come out there and give me a quote. Say, you can have all the timber on the right-of-way. All I ask is that you smooth it after, you know, to get rid of all the stumps. So I don't know what's going to happen to that. But those are the only two drawbacks. Plus side is, first, it's got a long runway. I mean, once that's made into a 4,000 foot strip, put a King Air on there, you can put a Pilatus, you know, a Caravan. There's a lot of things that could come in there that are a lot bigger, that can carry, you know, 15 people and come in there. The regular general aviation aircraft, little Cessnas and Pipers and stuff like that, can all come in there. And obviously the STOL aircraft can come in there, short takeoff and landing, the STOL. It has a, I was going to say a pond. That's what it's listed as in the ad, but it's not a pond. I'm going to call it a mud hole. It's about 20 foot across and just looks disgusting. Here's a picture of that. And as you can see, it's like slimy and all. Remember, this was a pasture. So cattle have been up there all this time. You know, cattle eat grass and convert it into something else, which is on the ground. And then that all, when it rains, goes right into that pond. So first thing I'm going to do is suck all the water out of that little mud hole that's fed by a natural spring, and see if I can't clean it up and get to a lower source of that spring, and see what kind of water I can get off that. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to have a well drilled. But I do know there's water under the ground there, so hopefully it won't be, you know, too deep of a well. We also have to walk the property, figure out, you know, where we want to put a house and all that kind of stuff, and that's going to affect where I'm going to put the well location. But some of the benefits are nice long runway. It already has water up there, doesn't have the power. Talked about that already. Location. So the location is phenomenal. There's a lot of opportunity around there. I mean, there is 2 ski resorts just 6 miles south. There is all kinds of hiking trails, and there's fly fishing in the area. There is mountain biking, world-class golfing, several national forests to explore, wildlife management areas for hunting and exploring. There are caverns that can be explored, horseback riding and four-wheeler renting. In the wintertime, there's snow skiing downhill and cross-country, snowmobiles you can rent, and all the winter fun you want. There's just so many things to do. I can't even remember them all. There's just a lot of things to do in the area, and we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to go do a lot of those things ourselves, but that way, whenever people come there to stay at, let's say, the Airbnb cabins, then they can go and do those things as well. On the property, since it's a large amount of land, it is 157.75, call it 158 acres. There's a lot of four-wheeler trails on there. We're going to have that set up. I'll probably have a shooting range, of course, flying in. We'll have some cookouts, stuff like that. So we still are putting all this together. Like I said, we haven't even closed on the property yet, but I'm already starting to make plans of what we want to do. And in the next video, it'll be probably us talking about that we've closed on the property and the things that we're going to do with the property. The video after that one will be the things that we're doing to the property and us getting started working on the property. What's to come? Don't know. You're going to have to subscribe to the channel and find out. I'm thinking that this is going to be at least a 5-year-long project, if not more. And here I am about to turn 60 years old. And let's see, it's October, November, December. Yeah, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. That's my birthday. So, yep. Join us for this adventure. Go ahead and subscribe, like, hit the notification bell down below so you get notified whenever I get a new video out. I'm going to do my very best to try to get at least one video out per week, but with there being no internet there yet, the only thing I can think of is maybe Starlink will be able to do. I still got to contact the internet company. Like I said, this is all still in the planning phases. So yeah.